Well, it's the 25th, and we have still yet to be raptured. So I'd like to talk about some of these folks who actually believe the rapture was coming and just kind of go over it a little bit. This is a compilation, and just keep in mind, for those of you who say, oh, well, these people are lying, this is fake, totally I could be getting trolled, but let's put it here. For each one of these that is a troll, there is a genuine human being that has fallen for this, and it has ruined their lives. Let's continue.
So today had to have been the worst day of my life. The other day I sold my truck to get ready for the rapture. Then last night, I gave away everything that was in my savings account. I woke up this morning and I was still here. I was severely disappointed and devastated.
So, like that one, it seems genuine. It doesn't really, it doesn't make sense as to why he would do that. From anything I could see, it would just make you look foolish. You know, he's not really a comedian that I can see. So that is one big one.
I've tried to record this video like 10 times. I feel like it's time for me to step away from TikTok. I feel like my story is over. I have been so blessed by this.
What makes it so much scarier is there's a child seat in the back of the car.
And the Lord has done so much, and I'm so grateful to have been his vessel. And you guys already know, I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets.
Oh, sorry. Where's her kid?
That's this year. If there is some chance that we don't get raptured, I will come back and make an apology video for myself being deceived. And that will be it.
Man, let me talk to my family.
And that will be it, by the way. I love the clarification. Like, I will apologize, and that will be it. We will not discuss any further. And by the way, don't bully any of these people if you see them, just to be very clear. It's not funny. It's sad. It really is truly sad. If you're a practicing Christian, you understand that the rapture is going to be on a day that nobody knows. It's just that simple. So you're not, it's especially not going to be on one of these days predicted by one of these false preachers. That's ridiculous.
Where's my Rapture family at? Rapture Watch Gang, where you at? I still got full faith that the Lord Jesus...
First off, so many birds in the background. Secondly, the smile on his face. He seems genuinely like he thinks he's going to be raptured.
is going to rapture us sometime before September 24th passes. And at time of recording this, it is nearly 3 p.m. in the afternoon for me on September 24th. And here's the thing, it's still September 23rd in some parts of the world. I mentioned this in an earlier post.
And the coping as well. This is what happens every time. If you remember, there was the guy around 2011, the pastor who, and then in 1991, he predicted the rapture, then came back in 2011. I was 10 years off. And then there was the 2012 Mayan apocalypse. I remember that so vividly. People, I wonder, someone in a comment said it's main character syndrome, protagonist syndrome, and maybe it is, but again, even if this guy is trolling, the best troll in the world, because he does genuinely seem to believe this and be happy, even if it's the best troll, this is a real guy. This is someone's life.
Country with the last, in the last time zone, or the latest time zone, is American Samoa, and it's currently 6 p.m. on the 23rd in America Samoa, so it's, it's got about 6 hours left until it crosses over into the 24th. I know some parts of America are still...
I love the idea that the rapture waits for America Samoa. The rapture is based on actual human-made time zones is crazy to me, because the other part that we don't think about is the time zones, and time is just a human construct. No, seriously, that's it. I mean, what do you expect? I think that's so crazy to be like, oh, well, God's on our own time. As I said, this is the Christian rapture that people are predicting, just to be very clear with the religion aspect of it, and the Christian rapture in the Bible. As someone myself who is no longer a practicing Christian, I have read the Bible, actually, very thoroughly. And yeah, the Bible's very clear that you're not going to know the day.
On the 23rd as well, like Los Angeles, it's only about 10 p.m. still got another 2 hours. And what God has been showing me is that the rapture would take place September 23rd to the 24th. across 2 different time
Is God showing you, or is he showing you because you were told by these false prophets?
zones. And if that's the case,
Poor guy.
the rapture then, the preacher rapture of the bride of Christ, has to take place before America Samoa hits midnight, crosses
Listen to those birds in the background. That's crazy.
over into the 24th.
You know what? I kind of see why this guy thinks the rapture is happening. If I had all those birds freaking out in the background, I'd be like, something is going down.
for them, and that's 6 hours away.
As many of you know,
This one's sad.
the rapture's on Tuesday. I've given away all of my earthly possessions to the heathens that I know will not be coming.
And that's what both makes it scary and sad. I kind of don't feel bad for someone who talks like that. That's the scary part about religion and what religious people think about certain people, is the heathens that I know won't be coming. That's you and I, my friends. Any of us that don't devoutly follow her specific ideology of Christianity, not like normal Christianity, just her ideology, we're heathens that will not go.
With us, the chosen ones. I've already transferred
Imagine. She even used the movie term, the chosen ones.
the deed to my house. I just need to give this car away. None of this material stuff is going to matter on Tuesday, the 23rd, when I get raptured. And I just want to say,
And as I said, even if that's a troll, because it kind of seems like it could be, even if it's a troll, there's 100% people who believe this.
it's not too late for you to be a part of the rapture. I said my goodbyes to my family because Jesus.
All right, this girl's just actually a legitimate troll. She's just kidding about that.
Devices. And I have 2 things to say to that. Number one, there's some really good therapists on psychology today.
Yeah, and this girl, actually, she's very based as well. She talks about finding psychologists. This girl, it's also a joke, but I love
Social media
her.
was buzzing with prophecies, and some people went as far as selling off their cars, cashing in their savings, and
She's so
quitting
funny. She hates it, dude.
their jobs.
Look,
They were
say
told-
what you will about this
but
lady.
this is the
She has
bonus.
got rhythm, all right? But that is actually one of the really funny ones.
Where's Brother Joshua who started all this mess?
And then this woman is who I want to kind of wrap us up on, because she is so based with this take that she has to say. Brother Joshua, and that's in reference to Pastor Joshua, who's the guy who propagated this. I don't remember his last name. It's kind of complicated. It's Meheleki something.
He done
similar.
stirred up all the confusion amongst the saints. No, we don't know where he at. Can't hear from. Where's Brother Joshua who started the rapture talk? And then where's the woman of God who came out and said that the Lord showed her to? She had a little bit more humility. But I don't know.
That's a really good point. She makes a little more humility. This Joshua guy, no humility. Yeah, I mean, absolutely sure he's God's special little chosen boy that gets to tell every one of us heathens that the rapture is coming. So
I
absolutely
wasn't really want watching them people anyway. But where is the lady that said, "Oh, I had a dream too, but I didn't want to come out and say it because you shouldn't have came out and said nothing because you wasn't sure. Your spirit was telling us that you was telling us." Well, I wasn't. I said, "Lord, nobody's supposed to know today." Where are those people now? I want to know why we haven't heard from them. This saddens my heart but this is a good thing. I'm gonna tell you in a minute why this is good that this had to happen. Number one, I'm sad because there are people honestly, seriously looking for God in sincerity with their heart. They're not like these other saints who trying to make $1, who playing with God to make a career. There are people who are honestly seeking after the things of God, and they want to know truth. Y'all sat up here and flugazied around and called a full rapture, which I understand. We are watchmen. People kept asking me in my life, I don't know. The Lord ain't confirmed it in my spirit because he ain't.
Yeah, she just kind of goes over these really great talking points. And then we're going to end on this great TikToker. Respectfully, I don't remember his name. This is a compilation. I see him a lot. It starts with a K. If someone can correct me in the comments, I think it's like KV. I'll try to tag him.
24th, 20.
But he kind of explains it all really, really concisely.
I don't know when you're watching this, but check your watch. That might be today. Well, it all started from a pastor named Joshua from South Africa. He had a problem. He was on a podcast and he said, "Look, y'all, I've been having these dreams. The rapture coming." Side note, if you don't know what the rapture is, it's a belief that some Christians have where believers will be called up to the clouds to meet Jesus. Again, Joshua said, That's going down. They said, what? He said, yes. And well, the clip goes viral. A bunch of people start believing it. Apparently, people start quitting their jobs. You know how humans be. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's all it took. Yes, that's all it took.
I love the way he says, you know how humans be. And yes, that's all it took.
Because you see, this isn't the first time people thought the rapture was coming. In fact, many people throughout history have guessed when the rapture was gonna happen. Specifically, a dude named Harold Camping, who had 5 failed predictions and people still believed him. He said September 6th, it's going down. It didn't go down. He said September 29th. That's
Yeah, so Harold Camping was the guy that I mentioned earlier, and he just kind of goes over some of these other different raptures
people that may have believed the rapture.
and basically just talking about, hey, if you believe this, here's all of the old predictions, here's all of the people who have said they know the rapture is coming, here's the reality, which I already mentioned is that you won't know because Christianity literally says you won't. But thank you so much for watching, my friends. What do you think? Again, please don't make fun of these people. I'm genuinely, as much as I'm laughing, this is a sad situation, and this is something that should not happen to people. But thank you so much. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.